Live on YouTube, live on Rumble. Good afternoon, hello, welcome to Weird Weekly Recap AKA W.W.R. This show is a dive into odd, obscure, bizarre, and other words for strange world and notable events, weather, and sports. I'm Alexander.
Golden Loon.
And you. Today is, of course, Saturn, aka Saturday, August 15th, 2026. Let's jump into...
Halfway through the month.
Yes. Let's jump into the news today, shall we? Starting us off in Audio Central, we have Dalmatia, the world's most crowded beach. So it's located in Shenzhen, China. Dalmatia Beach is a famously, or rather notoriously, busy destination, even by Chinese standards. The 1.8 kilometer or 1.1 mile stretch of sand turns into a sea of people on weekends, with authorities needing to limit the number of beachgoers allowed to access it. To understand just how crowded Dalmatia Beach can get during the summer months, it's enough to go on platforms like TripAdvisor and read the reviews of angry visitors, some of whom complained that they couldn't even reach the water because of how jam-packed with people the place was. Look at that.
That's exactly what they think. How do you get to the water?
Yeah. Like, that is just obscene.
Wow.
Like, you know, how do things get to be to this point, you know? Like, hey, how you doing, Ghost? Welcome to the show. Like, how does it get to the point where, like, so many people go and it just, like, ruins, like, it turns into something good to something bad?
Apparently they don't have enough beaches.
Well, I mean, it's China. Like, I guess not good beaches like this. So, but I mean, like, you know, you look at Yosemite.
Yeah.
Like, I'd love to go to Yosemite, but I know that, you know, I'm going to follow your advice of not going because it's just too touristy. Like, too many...
Well,
see, like, you know, it's a great thing, but too many people now... I mean, like, you know, there's a lot of people. There's, like, 8-9 billion people on the planet. So if everybody goes at least once in their life, you know, when's it going to be your turn? When you're 80? You know, like...
Well, the one thing you can do with Yosemite now, and it's always crowded, but they max it out, they only let so many people in, but you can make a reservation, so you know you can go there and get in.
Yeah, and well, until they start overbooking and everything like airplanes do and whatnot.
I don't think they do.
I don't know. Anyway, it says here, while 80,000 people sounds like a lot, it's worth pointing out that on occasions, Dalmatia Beach hosted as many as 200,000 people at once, making it extremely hard to even move around, let alone sunbathe or swim. Yeah, that's just not even worth it at that point. That's just ridiculous. Yeah. What else do we got here? Oh, by the way, before I forget, links to that article that we just covered and all the other ones are already in the underbar of the description below, as well as you know, stuff that's involving Omni Coalition, our various sources, the music in the background, and a handful of other nifty things. Moving on up to 9 Lives, a legendary feral cat that feasted on endangered birds and eluded capture for 3 years. The legend of 9 Lives began 3 years ago, shortly after conservationists from the Pest-Free Perula Project released 20 captive-bred pataki, or brown teals, on the New Zealand's Pirita Peninsula. After just 1 week, one of them was found mangled, and the death toll among the critically endangered birds began to rise. It didn't take long for the scientists to discover the killer, a gray tabby cat with distinctive markings. However, capturing the feline was a whole other story. So apparently this was just going around and just killing...
Well, eating.
No, like, it said they found them mangled, not eaten.
Oh.
Cats only eat 1 or 2 out of every 5 animals they kill. Like, it has been scientifically proven that cats hunt for enjoyment, not just for sports, but they actively hunt for enjoyment. Like, yeah. And, like, they're evil. They are legitimately evil. So yeah, this one is incredibly evil. So, anyway, what else do we got here? Wealthy woman bankrolls drama series so she can star in it and kiss male lead more than 60 times. Wow, how pathetic do you have to be? You know? Zhang Yufei, an up-and-coming Chinese short drama actor, recently took on social media to speak about the nightmare he experienced on the set of a production that was supposed to be his big break. The 23-year-old actor was allegedly constantly harassed on set by his co-star, who just happened to be the sole investor of the project. The wealthy woman reportedly set 2 main conditions for bankrolling the 50-episode short drama series. She had to play the lead female role, and she had the final say on the script. This gave her free reign over production, and because she could always pull the plug on the whole thing, no one dared argue with her, no matter how absurd her decisions were. Now flip the script. Make it a guy. And do you see how all of a sudden it's a problem?
It's a problem either way.
It is an absolute problem. But if it was a guy doing this to a girl, oh my, like there would be like crusades launched against this person to cancel him. You know, but I'm surprised that they're not a peep. You know. The script she greenlit featured over 60 kissing scenes, and no matter how many times the director and other members of the filming crew tried telling her that the unusually high number of smooching scenes risked disrupting the rhythm of the plot and making the audience lose immersion, she never listened. So she basically is just her own personal fantasy.
Yeah.
This is disgusting.
It is disgusting.
She needs to be put in an asylum or something. Moving on up to pastry chef spends 4 months creating an awe-inspiring 500-kilogram wedding cake. This is a wedding cake.
Whoa!
Yeah. Like, look at that thing.
Are you kidding me?
No, look at that. Now, I wonder if those are actual flowers or if, like, they made all the flowers, everything, if all of this is out of chocolate. Like, or whatever.
Yeah,
Which,
I have no idea.
that'd be insane. Mark Suarez is famous for his intricate luxury cakes, but his latest creation is in a league of its own. Measuring 3.5 meters tall and 1.8 meters wide, the Spanish pastry chef's masterpiece looks more like a museum piece than a wedding cake. Commissioned by a Saudi family for a royal wedding, Suarez spent about a month and a half coming up with a suitable concept and another 4 months making his vision a reality. Even though he normally works alone, for this particular project he enlisted several of his pastry chef friends as well as their family members because of the amount of work required. Simply placing the 33,000 petals on the cake was an extraordinary effort. So they were individually chocolate petals.
Yeah.
That is just obscene. It says here in total, some 1,800 hours of work went into making this incredible looking cake, which ended up weighing 500 kilograms or 1,100 pounds.
Wow.
It was unveiled at the Paris Opera Garnier for the wedding of a Saudi couple who asked to remain anonymous. Oh, that's ridiculous.
How did they transport it? 1,000-pound cake.
I don't know.
That size.
I don't know. Well, hold on a second. Let me
Imagine
refresh
what that
this.
thing costs.
There we go. So that's there's a video of it right here.
Yeah.
Look at that. That thing is enormous.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
It looks like maybe they brought it in sections, assembled it, and then
Yeah.
put it all together on site.
Oh, absolutely. There's no way you can transport
Yeah.
that with all those
Yeah.
intricate decorations. Something would break, something would fall off. No. But yeah, like even disassembled, how do you transport it? Like,
Yeah.
30 boxes of chocolate petals. Did you make an extra 100 just in case? Like,
Oh yeah, keep them refrigerated.
yeah, that too. This is nuts.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. I'm a lover of cake, but even I find that a bit too much. Like, I
I
dig
hope
into
the
that.
cake
like
itself was good.
yes, like
Tasty.
I would attack that. Like a savage. Don't get me wrong.
I
But
feel guilty for taking a chunk of the cake and eating it.
no, because then it would start decomposing everything. You have a civic duty
I know.
to enjoy that cake
Yeah.
at that time. So, moving up, woman arrested for placing over 2,000 fake orders on online manga store in less than a year. What?
What's a manga store?
A manga is like a Japanese comic thing, manga. Like,
okay.
it's the basis for many animes. Like everything,
okay.
practically every anime, at least the good ones, start off as manga.
Ah.
Like Dragon Ball, FLCL I think was one. I do know that One Piece definitely started as a manga. A lot of places, things. Ghost here might know a little bit more about anime than I do. I don't know really that much anyway, but if he wants to speak up, I guess not though. Anyway, pardon me. Suijna Inc., one of the largest manga publishers in Japan, claims to have incurred serious losses due to the actions of a single woman who placed thousands of orders on the company's online store and either rejected them when they arrived or let them be canceled automatically by failing to complete the payment. The corporate reportedly ordered merchandise worth about 4.3 billion yen, or $27 million, without paying a single cent. I hope they execute this bitch. Mayu Yoshida, a 32-year-old restaurant worker from Osaka, was recently arrested for disrupting the commercial activities of Suijna Inc. by using no less than 238 different accounts to place thousands of online orders, knowing full well that she would never complete them. Between 2024 and 2025, Yoshida reportedly placed over 2,000 orders for merchandise. We just read all that. Japanese investigators discovered that Mayu Yoshida took advantage of Japan's convenience store prepayment system, which allows people who don't have or don't want to pay with a credit card to place an order but pay for it at a convenience store, with the seller shipping the item once payment has been confirmed. After a certain time passed without the buyer picking up the product, the order was canceled automatically, but the company still incurred logistical losses. So
Sure.
so she's not even like, is she even like, so she's not picking him up. So is she just trying to like destroy the company? Like, what
Well,
was
some of them she got, and some she didn't pay. Some they did it that way.
Hmm.
But yeah, she did let a lot of them, I guess, expire. So you never get it, but you're just causing the company, you know, as soon as they fill an order, it costs them something. And then they have to restock, cost them something to restock it. So the company loses out for sure.
Well, right here, this just seals the deal. Quote, I do not have any resentment towards Shirsa, end quote, the 32-year-old woman said. Continuing with, quote, I have been feeling stress from daily life, and I felt a sense of satisfaction and refreshment from ordering items before they sold out, end quote. But,
Hey,
like, you know, but I don't know. This,
she should go to jail.
yeah, no, she should be executed, because this is malicious. Like, right here. Over 2,000 orders from 238 different accounts.
Yeah.
Like, you put in all that effort to make it, because it's not just that making an account.
Right.
You have to make an email. You have to make passwords. Right. You know, and especially today, like you know, with Google and Yahoo and whatnot, you have to tie in a phone number with an email. Now there are burner emails you can get and all that stuff. There's a lot of tricks that people have found, but like, you know, one of the greatest things about Japan is their culture and their ability to like entrust each other. But unfortunately, like, humanity just doesn't work that way, and this is why we can't have nice things. She's discovering ways to take advantage of the trust, you know, in the culture for her own little personal gain, and it's helping nobody but herself. So she's the only person that this benefits in any conceivable way. And it's at the cost of, I don't know how many people, but all of this, like millions. What was it? It was at the cost of how much million? $27 million.
Yeah.
She should be executed. No, don't put her in jail or prison, because then, you know, taxpayer money is going to feed and house and clothe her and medical and all. No, gone. No more tolerance for this crap. Execute this bitch.
It's like a full-time job, but maybe that was the point. Maybe she wanted to consume all her time to relieve her stress. But that's a full-time job, what she did.
Well, but what is she doing for society? At the end of the day, every human, you have to prove your worth to society that you live in. If you're not doing anything, then you got to go. And I'm not talking about prison. You got to go. Gone. Finito. Bye. You know, and she's a prime example. Moving on up, a woman completes 100-mile treadmill run in record time. A 44-year-old fitness influencer broke a Guinness World Record by running 100 miles on a treadmill in a time of 12 hours, 47 minutes, and 10 seconds.
Oh, geez.
What's the average speed of that? I know there's a way to mathematics, but
Yeah, how many miles?
100 miles in, let's just say, 12 hours.
Well, let's just, let's make it easy. So say 100 miles in 10 hours.
Yeah, okay.
So that would be 10 miles an hour.
Okay. So slightly over that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. And the
Pretty
average...
good clip. But she's on a treadmill,
Yeah.
too.
Well, it doesn't matter. You still spend energy moving.
Of course.
You
No,
know?
I'm not saying it isn't, but I'm just trying to equate it to a bicycle. In other words, if you
Oh.
went 10 miles on a bicycle,
Well, that's entire different muscle groups working. So-
that's not what I'm getting at. I'm just looking at effort.
Well,
So I
that's
wonder-
what I'm saying. You can't equate effort from one muscle group into another. They're different things.
Well, a bicycle
They're-
would be much faster. To go 100 miles, well, it may take you 10 hours, yeah.
Well, I don't know. Like, because, well, I
don't
see
know.
where I see where you're coming from.
Yeah. Anyways,
So-
yeah, so she went about 10 miles an
Yeah.
hour.
Yeah, it's slightly over that, which,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
if memory serves, the average running speed of a human is 8 to 9 miles per hour. So she was going above average, you know, normally, like, on average.
Yeah.
So her average is above average. Well, the thing is, she is a fitness influencer and everything, but 44 years old, that's impressive.
Mm-hmm.
So, what else we got here? Escape Python starts a fire at Virginia Middle School. What?
That
Like,
sounds really weird.
the firefighters in Virginia said that a fire that damaged 8 classrooms at a middle school was sparked when an escape python knocked over a heat lamp. Oh, that would do it. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Okay. I was just imagining the snake running around with a lit match, like in its little mouth, like, ha ha ha, I'm gonna burn everything down. Death to everybody.
Of course, depending on the time of year, it's going to be attracted to the heat.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. It's always going to be attracted to the heat. The Forest Fire Department said crews responded to a 12:31 a.m. Thursday fire alarm at Forest Middle School and arrived to find the sprinkler system had been triggered. All right. What else we got here? Escaped tortoise found after 2 weeks over 12 miles from home. So, I don't like the idea of escaped tortoise. Dude, it's a wild animal. It's supposed to be free. Don't call it escaped. Call it, liberated. But now it's been recaptured, unfortunately. A 15-year-old African spurred tortoise who escaped from her owner's Manitoba home, that's him in Canada, was found 2 weeks later at a nature preserve more than 12 miles from her. Okay, right there. It's trying to stay safe.
Yeah.
It went to a nature preserve. Leave it alone. The Okanagan Marsh Nature Preserve in Manitoba said on local social media that officials received multiple reports of tortoise sightings on the property, which struck them as strange, as tortoises are not native to Canada.
No, they're not.
Malchuk said preserve employees changed their minds when one visitor managed to snap a photo of what was clearly an African spurred tortoise, a species native to the Sahara Desert. That is very much not Canadian. I hope that they didn't give it back to the owners. I hope it's still at the nature reserve because it earned its freedom. It escaped. Come on, dude. DC bomb squad identifies suspicious device as adult toy. Uh-oh.
What? Okay.
Like a marital aid.
Yeah.
Wait. A suspicious object left outside of Washington, D.C. firehouse shut down rush hour traffic and prompted a bomb squad response before being identified as an adult toy. Police were called to the station of D.C. Fire and EMS Engine 20 on Wisconsin Avenue in the Tenleytown neighborhood about 7 a.m. on Wednesday on a report of a suspicious electronic device with exposed wires outside the building. Now, wait, why is this some homemade vibrator? Why are there exposed wires? Did the dog get to it? What happened? Traffic was shut down in the area, causing delays to the morning rush while the police explosive ordnance disposal unit investigated the object. An electronic sex portable pump device. What? Oh my goodness.
Where can we get one of those?
I don't want to know. I can probably find out.
No, don't find out.
No, I don't want to. I'm not going to.
I was kidding.
Yeah. Blindfolded man assembles Mr. Potato Head in 7.92 seconds. A Kentucky man, donned a blindfold and assembled a Mr. Potato Head toy with a record-breaking time of 7.92 seconds. Connor Shea broke the record for the fastest time to assemble a Mr. Potato Head blindfolded, a record previously held by German serial record breaker Andre Ortloff, who achieved the feat in 12.11 seconds. So here, let's check this out here.
This guy's got way too much free time.
Yeah, this is what happens when everybody's getting replaced by AI and robotics.
Now, I'm sorry, I'm going to show my age. But you could buy, when I was a kid, a little Mr. Potato Head kit.
Yeah, and you put it on
an
actual potato.
You got a potato!
Yeah, no, that was the original one.
Yeah.
Oh. 2 loose goats visit Oregon Transit Station and board a bus. So, now we got on the bus there. So there they are, right there.
Hey, where's he going? Let's follow him. He may know what he's doing. Okay.
Wow, the door even did the automatic. Oh, here we go. We get to see there's people there.
Of course, they're on the bus.
Well, yeah, but nobody's reacting.
Nothing.
Why is nobody reacting? And then
they figured out,
they got bored. Well, even the goats are just like, nobody cared that we were in here. I guess we'll leave. These stupid humans and their desensitization. Oh, now we're getting a shootout. Okay. To hell with you, humans. That's wild.
It's funny.
Yeah. San Diego Zoo Safari Park celebrates World Elephant Day. The park shared a video of 12,000-pound male elephant Sadula, splashing around Elephant Valley's watering hole while the herd's females take dust baths in the background. Okay, we have a good old Elephant Day. So, did you know it was International Elephant Day back on August 12th, 3 days ago?
I did not.
I did not either. But now you guys know, mark it on your calendars for next year. Yeah. Maryland man bought 2 tickets for 1 lottery drawing, wins twice. This is not fair. The Salisbury resident, identified as Kenny G, told Maryland lottery officials he plays the same set of lucky numbers across multiple drawing games, as he's previously picked up smaller prizes from Pick 3 and Pick 4 drawings, and he wound up winning $50,000 from each, totaling $100,000.
Wow, good for him.
No, like this.
Why not?
Well, I mean, like, dude, some people, I don't know, like, I don't get why some people have all the luck, you know?
No, Lucky's winning that $1 billion, not scratcher, whatever those, I don't know which one, Powerball or whatever. It was up to $1 billion. Someone won that thing.
Yeah. It says Kenny G.
That's luck.
Yeah. Kenny G, not to be confused with the musician guy, who has 4 children and 3 grandchildren, said he will be using his winnings to take care of his family and maintain his home. That's what I'm saying. He has all the luck. He has a family. He has grandchildren. Now he has an exorbitant amount of money.
Well, meanwhile, that's not an exorbitant amount of money after they have to pay taxes and
that is an exorbitant amount of money. And
he's going to help take care of
There's
his grandkids.
people out there who can't even get jobs. You know, this is bullshit.
But someone wanted that wasn't already super rich or whatever.
We don't know if he was or not.
Well, what he says down at the bottom, I got to take him at his word. He's going to help raise his grandchildren. And
well, if you took everybody at their word, then we'd have to trust every politician now, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Like, so, no, don't take anybody for anything.
He probably ended up with 80, maybe a little bit more. I don't know. $80,000.
I don't know. It's not against him. I just am so tired of seeing people who already have a lot in life just get more. And meanwhile, there's people out there who are just like struggling to get water. You know, it's crazy.
Listen, money is fun to have, fun to spend, and it ain't
it's not
worth
just
shit
about the
beyond
money.
that.
It's not just about the money. As I said, he has a family, he has kids, he has grandchildren. He's already lived a great, fulfilling life. How come he, through the great cosmic vine, deserves to get that $100,000? Give it to somebody who has less than that. It's not about the money. It's about just anything. You know, I don't know. Anyway, more from UPI. Sculpture found buried in San Francisco yard. I guess right there it says San Francisco. Might have ties to a famed artist. Greg Gatwood said he was working in his yard in the Russian Hill neighborhood when he came across a stone slab buried under the grass. He dug out the heavy slab and turned it over, revealing a sculpture with an intricately detailed face carved into the stone. Judy Glintonson, an artist an artist and Gatwood's partner, consulted with other artists and began to suspect a 2-foot-wide sculpture might be the work of Ralph Stackpole, a prominent San Francisco artist who died in 1973. Let's take a look at this.
Some landscaping when he found this sculpture. He showed it to his partner, artist Judy Gittleson.
That's interesting.
After studying the piece, she became convinced.
So I wonder if we'll ever get like a follow-up of this. That'd be nice to know.
Yeah.
You know, if they figured out what this is. Yeah.
Well, it's going to take. You're never going to figure it out, but you can, through experts, say that was his style and identify it as his work.
Well, I mean, that's what I mean. Like I hope something is learned of this, and we can get some kind of closure. Like if it is, from this guy or from some other guy, or if it's just some kid's school project that was
it's more than school. That's pretty good stuff.
Well, they did a lot of good stuff back in the day. So, mysterious cat cutouts placed on vacant lots as a parent owl deterrent. Residents living near an empty lot along Southwest 25th Place in Cape Coral said 6 of the 2-dimensional feline effigies were mysteriously placed in the grass near a known burrowing owl nest on the property. Cape Coral Friends of Wildlife volunteers discovered a similar scene in a nearby lot near the corner of Southwest 20th Avenue and Southwest 30th Street, but no burrowing owl nests were identified on the property. So,
stick cats have been placed near a burrowing owl nest, and now volunteers found 6 more nearby.
6
We're
more.
covering the
Wow.
Gulf Coast off Southwest 25th Place
So
in
this
Cape
is
Coral.
everywhere.
Reporter Madison Zaleski is asking, who put them there?
So they're just trying to figure out, now who put them there. The burrowing owls are protected by the Federal Migratory Bird Treaty Act, and they are classified as threatened by the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission, making their burrows illegal to disturb without special permits. So basically, it sounds like because they can't, if somebody has a habitual problem with burrowing owls, then you can't disturb their nest, but you can prevent the next one from coming in if you put things like, which I think this is this. Humans have rights too. I'm all for conserving things and all that stuff, but at the end of the day, there's been many examples of these laws getting way too too much impeding on people's personal lives. Take for example, a big one in more recent history the Palisades fire. One of the reasons why we were having so much water problems was they refused to release their water up north because of the smelt.
Yeah, well, yeah. that
People
could play.
are dying and they're losing their homes and their histories, and you're gonna give more shit about a stupid little fucking fish? Fuck the smelt. I'll barbecue every smelt in the world and personally extinct that species. Fuck them. Bring the water down here. Save the Palisades. You know, I'm all for animal conservation, but enough is enough. There needs to be a limit where it's not negatively impacting people's lives to the point where they're literally dying. This is ridiculous. You know, there needs to be a give.
We got major water fights going on.
No, there's a lot more to it than
with,
the Palisades, you know.
With other states. They're really pissed at California
Yeah.
because we haven't. Our water system here, when it was built and designed for 16 million people. I think now there's 43 or 63 million people.
Oh, a lot more
And
than
they-
that, but yeah.
And they haven't changed the water supply at all.
Yeah.
Now Lake Mead is drying up, so to speak, and other states are going, well, what's California getting all this extra water for? Because they haven't done anything. No salinization off the coast, God forbid we do that, you know, on and on and on. So like Utah and a couple
Yeah.
others are just really steamed to California, probably
Oh, yeah.
rightfully so.
Well, I mean, like another example before we move on up here is there, and we actually covered this story a couple months ago. But there was this one guy, like he bought some pickup truck from like out of state or whatever. He was like 2 states over or something, and some like endangered or threatened bird had made a nest on the pickup truck, so they couldn't legally touch it. So what he had to do was he had to buy an entirely another pickup truck, and he was fine with it, whatever, cool, but this is not my point. Like, he had to spend more money to buy a whole nother pickup truck, you know, so that way he can get the truck that he wanted. All because of some stupid law about some stupid bird. Fuck that bird. You know, like throw it out of the truck and give the guy his truck. No, this is negatively impacting. Once again, I'm all for animal conservation, but when it starts getting in the way of our lives, you know, like, because the whole point is not to get in their way, but they can get in our way. No,
Well,
no, that's
wait a
when
minute,
the
wait a minute.
equality is not equalitying anymore.
This is for IOYO, but you got to remember, humanity is the top of the food chain, so we have a responsibility to preserve what's here, because we have the capability of destroying it all.
Now, I have a counter argument to this. However, yeah, I think this would be a good
let's put
topic
it
for
on
IOYO. So let me, like, what should I write down for this?
Responsibility of conservation.
Pardon me.
Bless you.
Yeah, thank you. Let's see. Where was the link for this? This was what were we talking about? It's all going on. Goats, Elephant Day. No, not that one. Mystery Cat.
No,
Yeah.
keep going.
Yeah, no, the
Oh
Mystery
no,
Cat.
it was about the owl.
Yeah. Okay. Moving up, a dog missing for over a month found trapped in a storm drain. All right. So they found it. That's pretty cool. What else do we got here? High school football player found cottonmouth snake inside of his helmet.
Ooh.
That's scary. That reminds me of
I think they're poisonous, cottonmouth.
I believe so. This kind of reminds me. Have you ever seen the movie Arachnophobia?
No.
One of the earlier victims of it, the spider crawled into a football helmet, and the kid, came by, like, picked it up, to go, and then at some point he got bit and everything, and then the spider escaped. It almost seemed like the spider was being intentional and malicious, and I think that was the whole point of the movie.
Yeah.
Like, it was just going out of its way to kill people. But yeah, especially like living out in a desert climate out here in Southern California and everything, and this is incredibly prevalent to Australians. But this is why I tap out my shoes. I shake out every article of clothing before I put it on. I tap out my shoes before I get into bed. I shake out all the sheets. I fluff all the pillow. Make sure that there's no spiders or any other environments, because it's warm. They'll hide in the stuff. I saw a spider on the sheet covering my my mirror in the bedroom the other day. There's just some spider there because all those folds. It's hot. They get in there, and especially if it's not folded nicely. like, like that's a haven for spiders. Like if you just throw your shirt on the floor versus a folded shirt, it will always go into the random pile because it's the randomness. They can build a nest. It's a lot more natural. So, but yeah, this is terrifying. Manuel High School athletic director Kirk Horton said the player noticed unusual movement inside the helmet after warm-ups at a recent practice and brought it to a defensive coach. Horton and the coaches looked under the helmet's padding and discovered approximately a 2-foot-long snake that turned out to be a venomous cottonmouth. So yeah, venomous.
They are.
Yeah. Now, I told you this the other day, but do you remember the difference between venomous and poisonous?
Yes, and I've forgotten. Darn it, tell us.
Venomous bites you. So spiders and snakes and koalas and everything. Well, not really koalas, but they have like syphilis in their saliva or something. But they are venomous or poisonous. But things that bite you are venomous. Things that you eat are poisonous. If you lick one of those poison tree frogs, that indigenous people use on their little blow dart and everything, that's poisonous because it's not biting you, but you're biting it.
Right.
So that's why you drink poison, not venom.
Very good.
Yep. What else do we got here? A large lizard caught after nearly a month on the loose in Tennessee. So a lot of animals getting caught today. An Asian water monitor lizard was safely reunited with its owner after nearly a month on the loose in a Tennessee neighborhood. Bedford County Animal Control captured a large lizard on Friday in Spring Street in War Trace and posted a photo to social media in the hopes of finding the reptile's owner. So they captured it. Mm-hmm. They have yet to look at how big that thing is.
Very big.
Yeah. Man spins 33 hula hoops while upside down to break world record. Why? This is so ridiculous. A Chinese man managed to spin 33 hula hoops around his body while suspended upside down to break a Guinness World Record. Yan Yanjina was suspended upside down from playground equipment in Gurjin, Guangxi, and two friends then helped to pull the hula hoops over his head and down to his hips. Let's watch this. Holy crap, dude. David Rush!
I gotta tell you, I grew up in the era of when hula hoops hit the streets, so to speak, when they were, I guess, invented and came out as a toy for kids. And it was mostly girls. Little girls were walking up and down. They never went anywhere without a hula hoop. They're going up and down the street with hula hoops.
I have a video somewhere. It's old. I don't even know where or even if I still have it. But it was like I think I was up. I don't even know where. I was either in Portland or Seattle. I think it was Seattle, or it was like San Francisco. It was one of these weird big cities and everything. And there's this guy. I think he was either like on a skateboard balancing a ball or on a unicycle, but he was also hula hooping, playing the guitar, and like he had like a harmonica thing.
Oh, you're kidding? Yeah.
So it was absolutely nuts. Like and I saw it happening. Like he was one of these street performers, you see. So he was just out there doing that, and I recorded it. So I have a video somewhere, but I don't know where. But if I find it, I will play it at the beginning of the history show. But we got to keep on going with this show. But if I find it, I will play it at the beginning of the history show. So stay tuned. Dad unofficially broke world record for running a mile with a stroller. When did you do that? Now look at that guy.
I didn't even know I had a kid in a stroller. I guess I can put you in
Am I a joke to you? Why would you keep me here under your
Let me rephrase it. I didn't even know if I had kids I admit to.
Anyway, a former college track star unofficially broke a world record when he ran a mile in 4 minutes and 17 seconds while pushing his daughter in a stroller. Wow!
What?
4 minutes. 4 minute mile used to be the penultimate.
Yeah, that was a biggie.
Yeah.
What's his name? Broke the 4 minute mile.
Yeah, well, this guy's almost hitting it with a friggin' stroller. What the hell?
Maybe the kid had to push. Maybe he's a mean dad.
Well, it looks like, you know what? It looks like the kid has a steering wheel. Would it be motorized and the dad's just standing on it like a scooter? You know? That's cheating.
Yeah.
He's not running. He just has a really talented driving kid.
He's got pedals in there.
Yeah. Stephen Bibelhausen, a former runner from Miami University in Ohio, ran in the Guardian Mile race across Cleveland's Holt Memorial Bridge while pushing his daughter Blake in a stroller. Blake is not the name of a daughter. That's the name of a son. Like, that's weird. He said he think he can best his own time with a little bit more training.
Look at how much fun this baby's having.
Oh, that's not a steering wheel. That's a harness. Okay.
Look at the legs.
That baby thinks it's running. It's like they're moving. There's a lot of turnover
That
going
is
on.
wild. And I mean,
If I was the dad, I would say,
He
let's
thinks he's
bring the
running.
legs in. Let's get aerodynamic.
She-
Let's keep.
She
let's,
thinks he's running.
Yeah.
This guy is absolutely.
Colby's getting
That's
absolute.
awesome.
Wow.
Previously unknown Mario Bros. Game variant found at a Wisconsin store. A box of games brought into a Wisconsin store turned out to contain a video gaming history mystery. 97 copies of a previously unknown variant of Super Mario Bros. / Duck Hunt for the original Nintendo. Jason Ganos, owner of the gaming website Nintendo Wire, was asked by Kevin Brown, owner of the One Stop Wonders retro store in Waukesha, to help sell a backlog of video games. Among the stock was a box of Nintendo Entertainment System cartridges that had been brought into the store by a seller about 6 years ago. The seller told Braun the box had been wound up in the possession of his grandfather, who worked for a precious metal recovery service. The seller said Nintendo had turned the games over to the service so gold could be extracted from the circuit boards, but the games never made it to the recovery. Huh. Okay. I wonder if this is actually a thing. And last but not least...
No, that's the thing, the circuit boards.
Well, I mean, like, if that's an actual, like,
Yeah.
lost video game, that'd be really interesting. Because the last time I heard about something like that was when they literally buried the E.T. out in the desert, and everybody thought that was just like, it was so bad, ha ha ha, they buried it in the desert. They actually found the pile, buried it. Wait, that was real? Yes, it was that bad. They legit, like, it wasn't a joke. It was that bad.
Yeah.
And last but not least, meet the man circumnavigating the Arctic Ocean alone. Yikes.
Wow. Hope we brought a jacket.
Well, it looks like he's wearing a sweater right there. Mac Rutherford knows this all too well as he travels the Arctic far from his home port of Annapolis in Maryland. The moments Rutherford does get to rest are precious. Rutherford is attempting a maritime first to circumnavigate the Arctic Ocean completely alone, some 10,000 nautical miles in total. The 45-year-old veteran sailor's journey takes him across the North Atlantic, along the Russian Arctic coast, and eventually through the Northwest Passage in Canada.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
there it is.
Yeah.
That's his path right there. So he started right there in Greenland.
Jeez.
And then, yeah.
What a trip.
Yeah. Well, best of luck to you, man. And that shall conclude the show. Once again, please check the underbar of the description below for any links that you may find interesting, including on the limited to all things on the coalition and all the articles that we just covered. What's the code word to let us know that they're still watching up until this point?
Arctic.
Arctic, yeah. Put Arctic in the comment section. Let us know you're still watching up until this point. Anyway, where'd my script go? We do have other shows from history to this is the new show. We have a history show coming up, as I said. And the first Sunday of every month, we have I'm Okay, You're Okay at 3 p.m. Pacific time. For your dose of different, odd, and unusual news, aka notable events, weather, and sports, we stream this show every Saturday at 3 p.m. Pacific time, 4 Mountain, 5 Central, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, respectively. For all of you and all of us, I am Xander.
Golden Loon.
And UVRU. And until you catch us next time, we're hoping to see you up in the news show, the history show, in an hour and 20 minutes from now. Don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe. Toodles!